Have endorsed a counter-proposal to President Trump's plan for a U.S. takeover of Gaza. The Egypt-led proposal would allow Gaza's 2 million Palestinians to remain in the territory, whereas President Trump's plan would call for them to be relocated. Hamas immediately welcomed the proposal. Israel says the plan, quote, failed to address the realities of the situation. The White House says the president welcomes input from our Arab partners in the region, but won't accept Hamas governing Gaza. There is uncertainty surrounding the future of the Gaza ceasefire deal. Over the weekend, Israel blocked aid from entering the enclave amid efforts to get Hamas to agree to an extension of the deal. For more on the Cairo summit, CBS News Middle East reporter Courtney Kealy is in our D.C. bureau. Hey, Courtney, what sets Egypt's plan apart from President Trump's plan for Gaza?
Well, the big thing is that Egyptian leaders and as well as Gulf leaders do not want to see the Palestinians removed from Gaza. That's the big part of President Trump's plan. He said they could be relocated to Egypt or Jordan. That's not what the Palestinians want, and that's not what neighboring Arab countries want. So we're looking for a final communique right now from this Arab League summit that was arranged pretty much almost a day to the month when Prime Minister Netanyahu went to the White House soon after President Trump's inauguration on February 4th, and President Trump announced this plan to create Gaza into a Riviera of the Middle East. It was a stunning proposal. It was embraced by Netanyahu and rejected by Arab countries. So now in this final communique, we are looking for the proposal of money and who's going to pay for it. The World Bank estimates about $50 billion is needed to rebuild Gaza and establish security. We heard that there's $53 billion on the table from this communique. Also, a group of technocrats, Palestinians, who would come in and establish security and be in charge of aid while the Palestinian Authority got back on its feet and then came back to govern without Hamas being there.
What happens after this summit? What are the next steps?
Well, the next step is another meeting in April. There's going to be really important to get all the Arab countries and the Gulf countries on board with the governance and the money, as I just discussed. But it also has to be approved and be part of Trump's vision and Netanyahu's. And that's where it's very hard to align both sides. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi has been very gracious in his comments about President Trump and his plan and a way to establish these two plans. But what people don't want to see is Palestinians forced out of their land. And that's always been part of a future peace process, the right of return. People think it's part of, the eventuality. But I, in my lifetime, and many more, have not seen this ever come to fruition. So early days, but a group of key important leaders meeting about Gaza.
Courtney Kealy, thank you.